I want to bring in Andy McCarthy because there's all the legal issues as well. You cover this story pretty closely. This was a pretty incredible stunt. Don't forget, there's a documentary about Hunter Biden's life being made right now as they get ready to deal with all of these legal issues. Your point of view this morning as you watch this unfold?
Well, you know, I think people need to remember that this is politics, Dana, not law. As a legal matter, Hunter is playing with the House money. He knows that the Justice Department, even given everything that Chad just said, the Justice Department's not going to prosecute Hunter Biden for contempt of Congress. There's not only precedents that they can rely on to not do it. Not everybody in the J6 investigation got held, who defied a subpoena, got held in contempt and then prosecuted. There were some witnesses like Mark Meadows, I think, they tried to refer him and the Justice Department said no. But here the Justice Department could easily say, look, this guy's facing 2 indictments. He wasn't going to testify anyway, so we choose not to exercise our discretion to prosecute. He knows he's not going to be prosecuted, and he knew when he showed up today that they were not actually going to question him. So it was a safe, you know, it was an interesting calculation for him and certainly an eye-opening one, but it was not, it was a pretty safe calculation for him that he wasn't going to end up in a witness chair. And when we talked about this the last time, you know, my suggestion was that they should reissue the subpoena once they authorize the impeachment committee, because in politics, which is what this is, you're either on offense or you're on defense. And I think today the committee ends up being on defense when they ought to be on
okay, so Andy,
offense.
Sorry, Andy, play this out then, all right? So you issue another subpoena. He defies it.
Right.
So that's 2. And Perry's talking about consequences, which would suggest the potential for prosecution based on Chad's reporting. And you're saying that's not going to happen. Why not?
Right. Why is he not going to be prosecuted? Because the Biden Justice Department is not going to prosecute the president's son for contempt of Congress under circumstances where they oppose the congressional committee. Politically, they portray the congressional committee as basically executing a Trump-orchestrated theater, and they have a valid reason to exercise discretion not to prosecute him. Namely, he's already facing 2 indictments, and in point of fact, if he ended up in the witness chair, he would take the 5th, so he wouldn't testify anyway.
Got it. So just to play this out with Congress, do they do this song and dance until November?
Yeah, of course they do. What they want, Bill, I think what they want here is, while Trump is running this gauntlet of criminal prosecutions, his supporters in Congress want Biden and people connected to Biden to be running a gauntlet of something that's under the auspices of an impeachment committee. They want to have a parallel proceeding going on so that they can argue that their guy is more corrupt than our guy. It's really politics. I don't really see that there's much law to it here.
All right, Andy, it is an interesting situation.
Yeah, really good.
No doubt.
Well,
I want to.
Well done. I mean, you've got to be wrong, to be honest with you,
that's
right?
True. But
do you remember him ever being wrong?
Andy? No.
Yeah.
No, and even if I did, I wouldn't repeat it. Andy, I want to ask you to listen to Hillary Vaughn, okay? So Hillary Vaughn is our intrepid reporter up on the Hill. She's so intrepid that even Hunter Biden thinks so. Listen to this.
Mr. Biden, why did you put your dad on speakerphone with your business partners if he had no involvement in your business?
Do you have a dad? Did he call you?
Yes.
Answer the phone?
Yes.
Okay.
But why did you need to talk to him during business meetings if he had nothing to do with your business?
Well, you're dangerous. You're very dangerous.
So he says you're very dangerous. And one of the reasons you might say that is because I'm sure that his lawyer said, we're going to go out in the hallway. I'll handle the questions. You don't say a word. But he can't help himself. And so he answers that question and then says, you're very dangerous. Right. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I think that's why they want to get him in the deposition chair, because they think that, you know, even though it's in his interest to not answer questions, and even though Abby Lowell will be there trying to tie him up and gag him and keep him quiet, you know, the impulse is always to to be too smart or too clever by half and answer questions. Look, prosecutors bank on that, Dana. I would have had a very short career if we didn't have witnesses like that.
Andy, stand by, okay?
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.